Hi guys, welcome back to another live stream. So today we're playing Franken Tutor from the Yaoi Game Jam. Yeah. Nothing much else to say, so let's just get started. Yeah. My B-Day is soon? In like a month. Alright. I opened the door to the classroom, nervous. This place will be my class for the rest of my high school years, yet I'm transferring in late. Please welcome our newest student, Lawrence. He's transferring in a little late to the first semester, but he scored excellently on the entrance test. I scan the room and notice that every seat is filled but two. One is in the very back near the window, and another is in the second row in the middle. Oh my gosh, his like hat was moving a little bit, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. The wings is like the little bat thing on his hat has wings that flap. Do you want to introduce yourself, Lawrence? I'm assuming that the teacher is an old witch, so I'm gonna try to do an old lady voice. I shake off my nervousness and smile brightly. Hi, please call me Law. What kind of person named Lawrence would shorten their name and tell you as a nickname, call me Law? That's such a weird... that's not... Who would do that? Don't mind me, I'm just here to find the guy I like. Oh, well, I guess if you're gay, you're gay. Don't hide it. The class looks visibly surprised, and the students turn to each other, whispering to each other in hushed tones. The teacher's taken aback as well, but recovers quickly. I see. Well, we're glad to have a student like you here. You can take the free seat in the middle row. I walk over and sit down. Is that the guy I like? Wait, what's going on with his... does his sword have an eye on it that's blinking? I walk over and sit down. The guy next to me gives me a strange look that I have no idea how to interpret. So open up your books to page 94. The teacher starts talking, and I try to pay attention, but it's difficult when I have all these great ideas floating around in my head. I take out my pencil and start doodling some scenes down. Maybe finding a mysterious artifact in a forest. Oh, what about setting off on an adventure into a cave? Law, please answer this question. Huh? I realize the entire class is staring at me. The teacher impatiently taps her foot and points to the blackboard with a piece of chalk. Are you paying attention? Yes? I adjust my glasses, and the board becomes clear. Oh my gosh, I never started recording. The answer is 2. The teacher looks shocked. The class seems mostly confused. I think... oh, that is right. That is correct. But do you mind explaining how you reached that conclusion? I did mind, actually, because it sounds very, very boring. With a little calculus. How did you... Show your work. I did math. The teacher shakes her head. Very well, Law. Very well. Law here is in fact correct. So you'll want to start by rewriting this equation. The teacher continues, and I get a sinking feeling in my stomach. I thought I was joining the adventuring school to become a cool magician who does impressive spells. Oh, I thought this was like a witch school, not an adventuring school. But I guess we're a witch that goes to the adventuring school. Become a cool magician who does impressive spells. But this was no different from before. I know, this feels like it should be, like, coming out during Halloween or something. I don't know. He has little pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns on his hat. Feels a bit spooky. I suppose that should be expected from first-year classes. Students only really get to decide their courses in their third year, so I wasn't surprised. But everyone in the class was dressed normally. No cool armor, robes, or anything, except for the guy next to me who was carrying a sword? He glares at me. I look away out of habit, but curiosity gets the better of me and I sneak another peek. Nope, I wasn't crazy. He really does just have a sword in class. Is that not allowed in adventuring school? It seems like it would be. Finally, the bell rang. I get up and stretch. Hey, you. Okay, it's the kid. I turn around in the direction of the sound. It was the guy with the sword sitting next to me. Hi. So... He opens and closes his mouth a couple of times. I feel the urge to say something, so I just blurt out the first thing that comes out of my mouth. Nice sword. Sword? Did you just say sword? Yeah, I did. This is not a sword. This is a katana. Oh, you're a weeb. Oh, I have to go now. Oh, sorry, I meant katana. Huh. Are you sure you'll be fine here if you don't know the basic weapon types? I'm not sure about that, but I'm glad you helped me out. Why is he blushing already? I didn't do it to help you or anything. Can you stop acting like a tsundere, you fucking weeb? What's wrong with you? Is that so? Anyway, what's up with you coming in here and announcing that you're here to find the guy you like? This guy was being pretty rude. Mind your own business, actually. You should probably mind your own business. What? I was just trying to talk. He storms off and walks away. Bye. I flipped through the pages of the notebook on my desk, looking through the doodles I made. They look more like strange blobs, but I can barely make out some semblance of a scene of a brave warrior defending an innocent citizen. After a little while, the same guy from before walks up to me again. Why are you still here? I'm just curious what kind of guy you were talking about. Oh, do you want to hear about it? I'm glad. I don't... When I was little, well, littler than I am now, there was this super handsome guy who saved me from getting beat up. And what? Is that it? Some guy saved you once and now you're here at this school? You see, he was really cool, so I thought he'd be at a cool school like this. What? If he's not, then I could at least become a cool magician instead. What is your thought process? Where's your logic? What? Good luck with that. And that's not all. He's so handsome. Yeah, I'm sure. His skin's a really cool green. Green? Is he a goblin? Oh my god, this is gonna be some goblin effing in this visual novel. And he's got these gorgeous stitches on his neck and his body. Okay, maybe he's Frankenstein or something. Wait a minute, are you referring to the Terror? The Terror? I squint my eyes in confusion. What do you mean? The guy shudders. Yeah, there's a guy here who fits your description, but be warned, he's really dangerous. I heard he knocked out 10 of his enemies with a single punch. There's a little admiration in his voice. Whoa, really? That's amazing. Thank you so much. I realize I never asked his name. It's Kaisei. Kaisei? I don't know how else I would say it. Kaisei? Thank you, Kaisei. He coughs a little and turns away. It's nothing. It's more than that to me. I wonder what the so-called Terra and I would end up doing together once we meet. Maybe we would even have some snacks together. I put my palms on either side of my face. Don't get ahead of yourself just yet, Law. Huh. Meanwhile... Oh gosh. Is this the guy? Meanwhile, what? What? Meanwhile, what? What? Huh? What? The credits, they froze. What's going on? Huh? What? Meanwhile... What? What? Meanwhile, Frankenstein is out here. That's it. That's the game. Meanwhile, Frankenstein's outside. Game over. Credits roll. Credits freeze. The end. Huh? What just happened? There was one choice. There was one choice. What? What? This is from the Game Jam. Did it even say this is a demo? I thought it was just like I just thought it was a short game from the Game Jam. No, it's a demo after all. Okay. It is a demo. Okay. But still, that was sudden. There's one choice. I mean, I guess I'll choose the other choice. I don't even know if I'll upload this to YouTube later. Like, what? Well, okay, so we're choosing this different choice here. Ask him to elaborate, I guess. What do you mean by that? What you said was kind of strange, and I just wanted to know what you meant by that. He's wringing his hands together nervously. His eyes dart from side to side as if he's avoiding eye contact. Well, I'm a fag, you see, so I'm just looking for my boyfriend. I look back at my notebook and observe the different shapes I'd drawn. He seems a little familiar to one of them, but I couldn't place my finger on it. Wait, your notebook? Shapes you've drawn? I don't understand what he's saying. It probably was his generic hairstyle. The guy stares at me longer, visibly uncomfortable. Maybe he's just shy. I guess it doesn't matter since he appears to have good intentions. Okay, now he's just saying the same thing as before. Oh. Now Kaisei is saying, when he leaves, it wasn't me, huh? Okay. No, not again. Not another meanwhile. Honey. What is that? Come on. I mean, I know it's a demo, but... I guess maybe they just wanted to... Then the credits freeze again. That's just what they do. So I guess... So this was Franken Tutor. I guess. You've unlocked a special message. Access it through the extras menu. It's barely visible. Like these words across the screen are barely visible. I mean, what's the extra I've unlocked? What? Beginning question marks? Completionist. Read all of the game. 100% completionist. Read 100% of the game. Okay. But what did I unlock? You said I unlocked something. This isn't anything I've unlocked. This is just a status bar of whether or not I've read everything in the game. Okay, well, I guess that was a very short demo. I guess the developer for this game probably just wanted to go ahead and release something for the Game Jam in time, since that's what I'm guessing. So even though they didn't have like a truly complete demo, they wanted to release this. you know, just to make it in the jam. I mean, the art style was cute. I really like the art style. This, this music's pretty nice too. It's really chill. I didn't really get a taste of the story or the dialogue almost at all. Yeah. So, that was Franken Tutor.